Welcome to Module 1, Lesson 6. I'm Mrs. Gragney, and today we'll be finding 1, 10, and 100,000 more and less. On the screen, you can see what you'll need for the lesson. Let's get started. Grab your personal whiteboard and make sure that your Lesson 5 template is inside. We won't need to label the columns on our place value chart right now because we're going to be drawing place value discs that already have the value inside them. Watch what I draw. How many thousands do you see? There are 2 thousands. What number is 1,000 more than 2 thousands? One thousand more than 2 thousands is 3 thousands. Now, take a look at this number. Say this number out loud. 3,112 ones. Pause the video now and draw place value discs to represent this number. And then I also want you to write it in expanded form and in standard form. Here's my work. Remember to compare your work with mine and make any changes if you need to. Now, let's draw one more thousand unit. What number is 1,000 more than 3,112? 1,000 more than 3,112 is 4,112. What digit do we need to change in our place value chart? We only need to change the thousands digit from a 3 to a 4. Let's read the whole sentence. 1,000 more than 3,112 equals 4,112. Now let's go back to 3,112. What would be 1,000 less than 3,112? To show 1,000 less than 3,112, we can just draw an X through one of the thousands. So 1,000 less than 3,112 is 2,112. And what digit would we need to change in our place value chart? We would just need to change the 3 thousands to 2 thousands. Let's read the whole sentence. 1,000 less than 3,112 equals 2,112. Let's try another one. Pause the video and draw place value discs and use numbers to show 4,112. Compare your work with mine. Now, draw one unit of 10,000. What number do we have now? Now we have 14,112. What would be one unit of 1,000 less than 14,112? I don't even need to draw an X through it. I know already that the digit in the thousands place will be 1 less. So 1,000 less than 14,112 would be 13,112. Let's go back to 14,112. What number is 1,000 more than 14,112? 1,000 more than 14,112 would be 15,112. What digit changed and why? Hopefully you said that the thousands digit changed because we added one more thousand. So we changed 4 thousands to 5 thousands. The largest unit, the 10 thousands, didn't change, and neither did the smaller units. Now we'll just use dots to represent our numbers, so make sure the columns on your place value chart are labeled. Now use numbers and discs to model 19,112. Now pause the video and find 1,000 less than 19,112 and 1,000 more than 19,112. Let's read the two statements aloud. 1,000 less than 19,112 is 18,112. 1,000 more than 19,112 is 20,112. When we found 1,000 more than 19,112, did the largest unit change? Yes, the largest unit changed. Pause the video and explain why the largest unit changed when we found 1,000 more than 19,112. You may have said the largest unit changed because we already had 9 thousands. If we add one more thousand, that gives us 10 thousands. Those 10 thousands we know can be bundled or composed to make another unit of 10,000. Let's try another one. Use numbers and discs to model 2 10,000s, 3,000s. So what is 2 10,000s, 3,000s in standard form? It's 23,000. Now, what is 10,000 more than 2 10,000s, 3,000s? Model the number on your board. All we need to do to show 10,000 more than 2 10,000s, 3,000s is add another 10,000s disc, which gives us 3 10,000s, 3,000s, which is 33,000. Let's try another one. Look at this expression. Read it out loud. 100,000 plus 30,000 plus 4,000. Pause the video and use discs and digits to model the sum. So what's the sum? 100,000 plus 30,000 plus 4,000 equals 134,000. Now, what is 10,000 more than 134,000? I can picture another unit of 10,000. So 10,000 more than 134,000 is 144,000. Let's say this whole sentence. 10,000 plus 134,000 equals 144,000. Let's try another one. What number is 10,000 less than 25,130? Pause the video and use discs and numbers to find the difference. Whisper the equation in unit form to make sure you're correct. Compare your work with mine. Let's read the whole equation out loud. 25,130 minus 10,000 equals 15,130. Let's try another one. Look at the number that I've written. Read it out loud. 200,352. Now pause the video and find 100,000 more and 100,000 less than 200,352 and write them as equations. You can draw the discs if it will help you, or just use numbers. Compare your work with mine, and remember to make any changes if you need to. Let's read both equations out loud. 200,352 plus 100,000 equals 300,352. 200,352 minus 100,000 equals 100,352. Now that we know how to find 1, 10, and 100,000 more or less than a number, we can start looking for patterns. Take a look at these three numbers. Read them out loud. 545,000, 445,000, 345,000. Pause the video and predict what the next number would be and explain your reasoning. You can use the place value chart if it will help you. The next number in the pattern would be 245,000. You may have noticed that the numbers were decreasing by 100,000 each time. Or maybe you noticed that only the 100,000 unit was changing each time, decreasing by 1 unit of 100,000. So we had 500,000, then 400,000, then 300,000, so the next number would have 200,000. And the other units were not changing. I think we're ready for our problem set. On the screen are the must-do problems for the Lesson 6 problem set. Set a timer or watch the clock for 10 minutes to work on these problems. If you finish the must-do problems within those 10 minutes, feel free to work on any of the other problems on the problem set. Today, we found 1, 10, and 100,000 more or less than numbers using what we know about place value. Remember to check in with your teacher, and I'll see you next time for another Eureka Math lesson. Bye!